Bronx-Lebanon Hospital in the Bronx. You probably ask yourself, why that hospital? Well, first of all, 1 million outpatients a year. This is the hospital that does the most good for the most amount of people, that have the least amount of money, that need the most amount of help. The people that work in this hospital are warriors. It's amazing the work they do. This place gets it done. And the people that work here are amazing. So I decided with this hookup that we not only hook up some patients, but I thought it would be nice to hook up some of the workers that are dedicated and take care with so many sick patients. We do something nice for them. So we brought in the closer, one of the greatest of all time, Mariano Rivera. And it's going against that wall right there. The first thing we did was hook up the orthopedic area with some special Yankees memorabilia. Bronx-Lebanon was missing a little Bronx pride on its walls. That's good. Next, it was time to bring in some orthopedic patients who were told that a famous doctor wanted to review their cases. These patients are under the care of Dr. KIRSCHENBAUM, the chairman of the orthopedics department.
Okay. I want you to meet the doctor. Mariano.
Hi.
Oh my God! Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm good. Oh my God!
That's correct.
This is so cute.
Meet Mariano Rivera.
Oh my God!
Hello.
Hi!
Hello.
Oh, what a nice surprise!
Oh, thank you.
How you
Thank
doing?
you. I'm doing great. How are you doing?
That's the man.
Is the man there?
Yeah.
Come on, Mark. Brian, you want to see the doctor?
Hey, Brian. How you doing, man? Doing good? How you doing? See a new doctor? I'm gonna be a new doctor, buddy.
All right.
From now on, okay?
All right.
Okay, we get rid of him.
Yeah, I'll go.
Venga,
I'll go. You can
I
take
got
him,
you.
okay?
David, ¿cómo tú estás, mi hermano?
¿Cómo estamos? Placer conocerlo.
El placer es mío. El placer es mío.
Muchas gracias por tenerme aquí.
No, mi hermano. Gracias por estar aquí.
Gracias.
Each patient has a story of endurance. Emma has a hip disorder that she's had since she's 11, and for the last decade she's been in excruciating pain. She went to 5 New York medical centers who told her there was absolutely nothing that could be done for her hip. Finally, she heard about Dr. KIRSCHENBAUM at Bronx-Lebanon Hospital Center.
I left my work and I was without insurance or anything, and my health, because my health kept deteriorating. I didn't have insurance, and someone told me about the charity care about here. So I came here and I came to see Dr. KIRSCHENBAUM. He said, I'm going to offer you an opportunity. I said, you are crazy, you can't do this. No one can touch my hip. You're not listening to what I'm saying. I explained to him everything that was going on, and he said, but I'm able to do this. And he did a surgery for me.
How you doing?
I'm not a new person. I saw a doctor 2 weeks ago, and he asked me why I was with a cane. I said, I have a total hip replacement. I explained it to him why. And he said, will you do it again? I said, I will do it in a heartbeat. I'm very thankful for the opportunity that Dr. KIRSCHENBAUM, the charity program from here, gave me, and the hospital itself. And I'm very thankful that you took a chance, and whether you did, I think, because you're very into, like, I know what I'm doing, I'm good at what I do, and because that's what you told me. I thought you was very cocky about what you know, but I'm sure you know what you're doing.
So let's have Mariano sign a book for you. Is that good?
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, man.
After meeting the patients, Mariano took a tour of the hooked up facilities and got a chance to hear about some of its history. What I really cherish with Dr. KIRSCHENBAUM is that he left a nice little cushy practice in some of the more wealthier neighborhoods in Westchester to come down to help the people that needed his advice, direction, and to really help the most amount of people rather than helping the people that just had the most amount of money.
That's wonderful, Doc. That's wonderful you did that, because, I mean, not too many people will do that. You know, what moved you, my question is, what moved you to do that from where you were comfortable? Not that you're not comfortable here, but move now to the Bronx. And,
people ask me that a lot, and I think looking back on it, I turned 50 at the time, and I was doing what I was doing for about 15 years, and I thought, what was going to be what was going to be the legacy? What impact would I make, when I leave. And I got an offer to come here. Miguel Fuentes, the CEO, and Sridhar Chilamuri, head of medicine, showed me the place and showed me the opportunity. When we got here, they did no more than a couple hundred operations and about 3,500 clinic visits. Now we're doing 2,000 operations a year and almost 40,000 clinic visits just in orthopedics. Brought a team down. We don't do it alone. We have almost 40 people, and the staff now started with 2 in one room. Now we have 40.
Bravo to Dr. Kirschenbaum for making that decision, and bravo to Bronx-Lebanon for what they do every day. I got a few minutes to sit down with Mariano in the hospital to talk about his legacy and his work with disadvantaged kids.
Wow, this is quite a hookup. What's your feeling when you see, patients and people that aren't feeling that necessarily that well? And it's not the, this is a busy hospital. What was your feeling in taking care of those people?
Well, I mean, I was grateful more than feelings. Grateful that the Lord allowed you to touch people's life, and put some smiles on their faces.
Since you've retired, I mean, the passion about helping people, your Mariano Rivera Foundation, but what drives you now with the work you're doing?
Well, I mean, definitely, I know that the Lord brought me here to play baseball, but also, I mean, the challenge is different. I love the game of baseball, but, I love doing this. That's why I left the game of baseball, to do what really drives me, and that's help others.
Does the work you do now comparable to winning a World Series?
I mean, it's even bigger than that. I mean, it's changing lives. I mean, World Series, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's big for an athlete, especially when you play the game of baseball. But this, touching these people's life and changing people's life is different. It's no measurements. The sky is the limit. So I'm more busier, definitely. I am more busier now than what I used to play baseball.
I don't think I've ever seen you happier and more at peace and more in joy than I've seen you over these last 8 or 10 or 12 months. Am I reading you wrong? Or
You don't. You're reading me right. Because that's what is in your heart. That's what is in my heart. And my wife and myself and my family, and the members of the foundation. Because I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to help others. We want to share. We want to help as much we can. And when we do that, that makes us happy.